Yes, I'm live. Excellent. And the camera's even steady. Okay, folks, I am live from the bedroom, coming to you today with a tabletop haul, tabletop sale haul, that is, not tops of tables. It's going to be the usual format. I am basically going to just put my phone onto silent, so notifications stop coming through. There we go. Usual format. I'm going to show you what I bought. I'm going to tell you how much I paid for it, and then I am going to tell you roughly what sort of profit I expect to get for it. I've been a bit slow today in terms of source checking the prices on everything, so there might be one or two items that I need your help on. Hi, looks like nope, we had a viewer and then they disappeared. I shall carry on anyway. Sometimes I know YouTube can take a minute or two to send the notifications through to say I'm live. Looks like we've got the first couple of viewers for you. Hi. Come say hi on the chat if you can. 3 viewers now. Excellent. Hello. And for some reason my phone is ringing. I have no idea why. Anyway, so yes, live with the YouTube tabletop haul. So we'll get started. First item I picked up, which I am really pleased about, is something that I've seen on Steve Green's videos. It is hot wires. I'm being careful how I angle it because I've just spent ages sorting through it and putting everything in its proper place. But yeah, got hot wires. It looks like it's in immaculate condition. It cost £2, and I've seen them going on eBay for anything between £15 and £30. So I've no idea why there's such a difference in price. I need to research that a bit more. But yeah, well happy with £2 into potentially £30. So good return. Then we have got this Sony Discman CD player. It is working. I have tested it. It's a little beaten up. I don't know if you can sort of see there's some scratches and such like. But yeah, it cost £1. This particular model doesn't actually seem to have any sold history on eBay. It's the DE300AN. So if anyone has come across that and sold that on eBay, let me know. But I'm thinking with the condition that it's in, working but with scratches, etc., I'm going to put it on for £14.99 including shipping, which did not return from £1. Oh, hey, I didn't have the top chat. I had the chat not on properly, so I've missed all the hellos. So hi Polly Pocket, hi Techspert, hi Pocket Money, hi Kirstine, welcome. Yeah, that's better now. You're back on the chat. I'm so professional at all this. I mean, I've only just got the camera to stay steady. And then £2. Kerry Ann, hello Kerry Ann. Of course, I do remember you saying you were Polly Pocket. Yeah, I got this Trivial Pursuit Genius 2 edition for a whole £2, and live through the power of my ability to type with one finger, I am just going to check to see how much the sold value on that is. Okay, we're looking probably about £12-13 maybe. It is complete. I was hoping it'd be 15, but yeah, £2 into ooh sealed, never being used. copyright 1986, never been used. Ace. Good. That's going to go for more than £13. That'll probably go for 20 quid. Really should check these things in the shop when I buy them. Shop, table top, stool, whatever I mean. Yeah, the TV editions, yeah, they don't seem to go with it. The vintage ones, I've done all right on the vintage ones now. I've sold them. I get usually about £12-13 for the old 80s ones. They're in good condition, and well, I mean, you can't get better condition than sort of sealed. So as I say, I'm hoping that'll go for £20. Next bag is this. Hope I held it up the right way around. This was also £2. This is a new and sealed Doc McStuffins 3D sticker kit. Obviously I thought it was a jigsaw when I picked it up, because, you know, why would I actually read the box? But yeah, that was Evening Woo Woo. That is a 3D sticker kit from Doc McStuffins, which is Disney. Hi, South London reseller. So yeah, that cost again £2. It's like there's one for sale for £55 on eBay at the minute, which is obviously somebody who's sold out, I guess. Can't see any solds on it, but I'm gonna start at £14.99 and then work my way down to about £9.99, including shipping, and see what happens with that. Then we have got another Trivial Pursuit. This is a family edition. It annoys me when they put sellotape on, because it's kind of, I don't know, I don't feel comfortable saying to somebody that you know, can I unseal your board game in front of you at your tabletop sale? But it was only £1, so I will unseal that later. If it's complete, probably talking between sort of £12.99 and £14.99 for that. So from £1, I'm happy. If it's not complete, I'll break it and sell it for stairs and bears, and probably end up making even more money on it as a result. And then final item, this little guy, Mort, with tags, from Madagascar, 2004 edition. Mort, I'm assuming Mort is a he. No, it's not my full-time job, repairman's. No, it's just something I do part-time, bring in a little extra income, hopefully pay for a holiday and a hot tub. Yeah, thank you there, Kerry Ann, that'd be helpful. Drop me a message afterwards. Yeah, so this Madagascar was £2.50. Picked it up because it's got its tag on it. These 2004 Morts are listed on eBay at the minute for £29.99, even £34.99 including shipping, but it's not sold at that price. I think they're selling without tags for about £12.99 including shipping. So I'm thinking I'm just going to put them on for £14.99, maybe £15.99 including shipping. I'm not really bothered if other people are asking 30 quid for him, because there's just no way he's worth that much, and there's not been any sold for him at that price. But yeah, that was my final pickup. So we spent £2.50, £4, that was 3, I think. That was 9, that was 2. Ooh, I nearly dropped the tap then. £6.50. Yeah, sorry, 2, 3, 4, £5.50, £7.50, £8.50. Yes, I do write all the copy for my blog, South London Reseller. Usually, like last night's was written at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I would love it if people read that and commented and give me some feedback on it. For those who sort of don't know, I write a blog on the Money Mental website, which is moneymental.co.uk. And it's yeah, it's supposed to be themed around money and mental health, but recently I've just sort of been focused on eBay because that's all I got time for at the minute. But I've written a new article last night about how sourcing stock affects my mental health, so it's kind of linked to both aspects. So if you get a chance, do head over to moneymental.co.uk and give that a read. You may find it helpful. But yeah, anyway, I've forgotten something else that I bought. I've just spotted it. I am so useless at being prepared for these things. This is, for those who can't read backwards, is an Oxford English Psycho spell checker. This cost 99p or a pound. You say a pound. It was a pound. If it was 99p, I'm not going to ask for a penny. Cost a pound. It's boxed. It's got the instructions. It's fully working. It's in really good condition from memory. Yeah. Got the instructions working. Ooh, we have got a couple of lines on the screen. I need to check on that. They're going for $11.99 including shipping, or $12.99 including shipping. But I do need to check those lines on the screen to see if there's some pixel damage there. If there is, it will probably not sell. Yeah, definitely shouldn't like that actually. So yeah, that may be a bit of a fail, unfortunately. But yeah, I spent just under a tenner. I'm expecting to get back about 15, 20, 50, 40, 50. Probably expecting to get about 70, 80 pounds. Hey, no, there's no super chat, I'm afraid, Bolarama. I have not got round to getting a account for that, but yeah, thank you for the intent. Hey, Pommy Pickers. Oh, the writing's right round for you, Kirsten. Okay. By the way, for those who haven't signed up to the Bolarama channel, highly recommend that. That's Jay from over in the US. He's got a great channel going there. Lots of good content. I've been watching some of it this morning while I was working. So yeah, give him a sub. I'll link below to his channel as well, and I'll also link to the new money chat mentalists Facebook group as well that we formed. So there's a Facebook group where a few of us who have got, yeah, I'd love to be on an interview soon. That'd be great. Cheers. We'll hook up on that. Yeah, sorry, got digressed. I should actually finish sentences before replying to stuff on the chat, but it flashes up on the screen so quickly. Yeah, what else? Sorry, yeah, formed a Facebook messenger group for people, for tatsters who've got who enjoy talking about tat, and also how are perhaps struggling with some mental health issues as well. If you want to join that, give me a comment below. I will put the link into the group in the description after this video gets published as well, so you can see that. Good group. We've had some great conversations so far, most recently about auctioning me on eBay, but we'll not go into that now. So yeah, hi Pommy Pickers as well, if I've not said hi to you yet. Or good day. Woo Woo says half term, so going away for a few days, new charity shops, have to drag kids in. Yeah, how do you find that taking the kids to the charity shops goes? Do you find that you end up spending more on the kids and buying stuff, or do they try and steal your stock as well? Because certainly, yeah, I always spot reseller couples or people going to charity shops for their kids. And yeah, they seem to spend half their time sort of more focused on the kids, which is great for me because I can then swoop in and grab stuff while they're distracted. But yeah, probably not so great for them. But hey, there you go. So yeah, those are all the pickups. Not a great deal spent, but you know, should say about 6-7 times return on that. So good little profit margin. Certainly that John Elms, that goes for sort of 30 quid. That's going to pay for everything. So really happy with that. Son just wants me to buy books for him. Fair enough, yeah. I am doing Amazon FBA soon, so I'll be buying books as well. But I'll probably stay away from the fiction. I'm going to sort of move into the non-fiction categories because it seems to be the best return on those. By hooking up with a few FBAers and learning their tricks of the trade, so to speak. Seeing how it goes. Yeah, Monopoly is a good pickup if you get it for the right price. Kirsten, I do quite well off Monopolies. Pick them up for £1 or £2, sell them for £12, £13. It's not a great return, but it's a quick seller. And obviously, if you get a special edition or limited edition Monopolies, then you can go for a lot more. And that's my brother-in-law messaging me. So yeah, anyway, that's the pickups. Carry on, we will hook up and talk about the Trivial Pursuit. I've actually got a couple of sealed versions of this that I picked up in Sainsbury's as well, but I haven't got round to it yet. Yeah, I do well selling the Marvel figures. Do really well selling them actually. I've just sold one for £20. Well, actually sold quite a few for £20, and they're costing me sort of £2-3 each. So good return in those. Hey Sue. Hey, no worries. Good to have you with us. I've been following you on YouTube. Obviously, sorry to hear about things having to end there, but hopefully we'll see you again. But yeah, good to have you with us, Sue. Only a mini haul, only a few items, but some really good profit in them. So hopefully you'll enjoy picking that up. When you watch the replay. 2 into 15 in 12 hours. Oh, that's good to hear, Sue. Definitely come back. We're all missing you. I actually do well with Power Rangers, Ninja Steel, Action Figures. I'm not got a clue with Power Rangers. I have sold Power Rangers before, but only brand new and sealed. That I've done on a bit of the retail arbitrage. I see them in the store, in the charity shops quite often, but. Four recently made about £40 altogether. Right, okay, that I'm definitely doing Power Rangers. If you can get 40 quid for 4, is it Jason? I've heard Jason, the Red Power Ranger, does quite well. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to look into Power Rangers. Then I can't be missing that. 40 quid from £4. What a return! That's nearly as good as the Alf plush that I wrote about in yesterday's blog. For those that haven't read it, I have Alf plush. Nightmares, shall I say. I missed out on an Alf once. 99p. Could have cost me 40 quid. Could have got me 40 quid. And I put them down. Somebody else picked them up. Yeah. Anyway, the things that happen to us. So yeah, that's it. That's the haul. I think I've said that several times. The gold one. All right, okay. The gold Power Ranger. I used to watch Power Rangers as a kid, so they must have been around since the 90s. And yeah, I cannot tell you a single thing about them. They were Mighty Morphin when I was watching them. I think that's about it. I don't know, they seem to have dropped the Mighty Morphin now. I'm sure people with kids can tell me different. TMNT good too as well. Yeah, I keep seeing Turtles as well, but I'm presuming that it's I've always assumed it's the older ones that do well, and I'm sort of seeing stuff that's from the last year or two, and I'm thinking, because they're always sort of £2-3. They never, if they were £1, they'd go on them, or 50p would go on them, but they're never that cheap. So I'm sort of like, I'd rather buy. They do clothes for 99p. I'd rather buy a couple of items of clothing, put them on my new Mannequin, Manny the Mannequin, which is probably what every reseller calls their mannequin. But I've got Manny the Mannequin. I picked them up. He cost me £4.20 off eBay, collection only. He's already done his first modelling job. Oh yeah. Thanks for subbing, Sue. Fantastic. So yeah, just got my mannequin, Manny the mannequin. He modelled his first item, sealed for £1 TMNT. Yeah, I'd definitely pick it up if it was sealed for £1. I'd pick it up sealed for £3, to be honest. Good pick up there, woo woo. Good pick up. Um, yeah, distracted. Yeah. So anyway, picked up Manny the mannequin. Manny the Mannequin is actually female, I should add, even though he's called Manny and has a gender of he. He is gender fluid, I think is the politically correct term for it now. Um, but yeah, he modelled his first item over the weekend, and that is sold for 19.99. So Manny has already earned his money back because I paid 99p for that item, so I'm definitely going to make more use of him in the future. Always struggled with clothing sales beforehand. Been doing flat lays, and I always seem to get whatever it is. I get a tenner. It was not a beard and Santa suit, no. And don't be going down any rude conversational routes either on my YouTube, Kerry Ann. I know what you're thinking there. We have discussed this. Yeah, so he's done well. So if you haven't got a mannequin, recommend it. Have a look on eBay. Because people don't like to post them because they're quite large. You can usually pick them up on the auction. I use a sniping tool called Gixen, which is Gixen, which you can find on the obviously on the internet by typing Gixen. Yeah, that's exactly what I do. Woo woo. I turn it round and then the men's clothes go on the sort of the back, and it looks like a male mannequin. I don't tend to do ladies' clothes because I'm always concerned about getting returns on those, because I've heard that people sort of can treat it as a bit of a rental service. And purely being sexist, I find that, well, I've never had a return on men's clothing, and I sell I don't sell huge amounts, but I've sold, probably sell about 10 or 12. A half male mannequin called Greg. I like it. I mean, technically, mannequins don't have the necessary. Yes, it is free. South London reseller. You can pay. I think $6 a year, which is obviously a huge amount. Or post Brexit, that's going to be like £600 or something mad. Yeah, maybe not, but yeah. Hey Becca, good to see you. Yeah, so I am useless at focusing on chat and keeping conversations going. What was I rambling about? What was I talking about? Gixen, yes, Gixen, the sniping tool. Yes, sorry. It's free to use. You can pay for the Gixen Premier or Plus service, which is $6 a year. I've never bothered with that. Never bothered. We don't distract me now, South London reseller. We will come back to Manny. We're talking Gixen. Yes, Gixen sniping tool costs $6 if you want to pay for it, but they do have a free one you don't have to pay for. The free one puts a bid in on the last 6 seconds of an auction on your behalf. The $6 version does it on the last 3 seconds. So basically, if anyone else is using Gixen, if you pay, you can beat the other free Gixen users. But like I say, I've never had anyone out snipe me when I've been using it. So read into that what you will. And yeah, use Gixen. Then you can snipe stuff on auctions while you're asleep. The phone that I am currently broadcasting to you on is a Gixen snipe. It's an S7 that cost me £99 at auction with 12-month warranty. Oh, spell it Gixen, or Golf Indigo X-Ray Echo November in the alphanumeric alphabet thing. So yeah, that's Gixen. Highly recommended. Don't use it to snipe on stuff I'm sniping on, though, because I'll be very cross and grumpy if I miss out. And yeah, use that to get Manny the Mannequin, my new best friend. I'm becoming like Steve Green, actually, because he's got Bernadette, and I'm sure he sleeps with Bernadette now. I don't. Manny sits down. Phonetic, yes, thank you, Kerry Ann. Phonetic alphabet. I call it the police one because it's all Juliet, Bravo, and whatever, isn't it? But yeah, the mannequin's definitely helping the clothing sales based on my sample of one, which is not statistically valid at all. So, they should probably actually put some more clothing on it. But I'm lucky. I've got a charity shop near me that sells stuff that is 99p, whatever it is. I went in there yesterday, and they had new and tagged, brand new tags, however you want to call it, Next trousers, RRP £35, 99p. I was like, I'm clearly going to buy these. Oh man, he's not in the bed. If I turn this round, right, you would see that the other half of the bed is a pile of tats that looks like it's going to cause an avalanche at any minute. It is balanced very precariously at the moment on the bed. Um, it's my motivator to list stuff tonight, because if I don't list it, I don't get to sleep. Yeah, Tat Jenga. So actually, I say there is a couple of things that are listed on it as well. Like, whoa, okay, don't do that, don't do that. I just pulled the camera case because that's listed, and it nearly fell. I pulled the Roald Dahl book collection instead. Yes, there we go. That's listed. So is that Simpsons Cluedo. Tetris to get stock, yeah. 80p shop. Why have you not been in your 80p shop? I mean, literally, that you've got to go in there. They have. I've been speaking. I've got me friend Mike. If you're watching, Mike, hi Mike. My friend Mike, who is a charity shop manager, and who gave me the tripod that I'm currently broadcasting to you on, because he was so fed up of my camera shaking every time he watches me on YouTube. Yeah, I'm being watched by the charity shop manager I buy stuff from at 99p. Mike, I've just mentioned your prices. Please do not increase them. Yeah, do not increase them. Because I'll never come in your shop again, and you'll lose hundreds of pounds a week. Well, the charity will. Think of the poor children who will suffer by me not being there. But yeah, I've completely completely digressed and lost track of what I was saying. Yeah, so I have the tap pile. I am. If anyone orders that camera case, I'm in serious trouble, because if that goes, the entire pile's going to go. So yeah, that could make for quite an amusing live broadcast. Watch me get buried live by a massive amount of tat. Like, I would give my address. It's on my eBay account anyway, just in case you do happen to see me get suffocated by tat on a live chat in the future. Do please make sure you send the emergency services around. My housemate is moving out soon, so I'll have no one to save me. Anyway, yeah, so that was a good talk about whatever I was rambling about. What's my eBay? It's honestly, if you should be able to work out the eBay store name. It's literally the same as my Twitter name, my Facebook name, my YouTube name. I'm not imaginative in any way. You'll buy. You're not. Well, tell you what. If you've got £30 to buy that with, you go right ahead. It's a very rare Olympus E-System camera case, and I think I may be the only seller for it on eBay at the moment, possibly. So yeah, you want to buy it? I will quite happily reorganise my tat. It cost me like £2-3, so that'll be a good return. Yeah, another top tip there for you. Actually, camera cases, if they're from a reputable make, Olympus, Kodak, Nikon, whoever, you will get some good money on them. Hey, Mr. Diggs, good to have you with us. Welcome to Live from the Bedroom. You've already seen me. Am I pooping right now? Pooping what? Hello, Dickie Mo. Anyway, yeah, I'm not sure what you mean by pooping there. Yeah, if you do see, anyway, as I was saying, if you do see some camera cases out in the wild from a reputable brand, definitely, and for £1 or two, definitely worth picking up. Having a look on eBay, it's sold and completed. and you will pick up a decent profit, I think. I've got another one as well that is actually never been removed from its case. It cost me £2. I've already turned down an offer of 17 on it because I reckon I can get 25 for it. So yeah, a top tip for you there. And another tip, these things go well as well. Indoor loud telephone bells. You see these about 25 to £30. That costs £2-3. Yeah, I don't know how to make a spanner. I don't know how to make a spanner, but if there's any volunteers who want to be an administrator on this, a spanner, let me know and I will work out how to do it. I'm thinking next month I'm going to get a webcam for the laptop because I have got a webcam on it, but it's not very good quality. So it's 720p HD for those who know about these things, and really you need 1080p HD for YouTube. I've seen the camera I want to get. Yeah, I've definitely hit the big time. Is it a troll? Is it? Do you know? I don't even know why they're called trolls. Because, like, it could be my Asperger's, but, trolls live under bridges. So, what's living under a bridge got to do with the internet? If anyone knows why they're called trolls, which you could probably find out in about 10 seconds on Google, let me know. Because, genuinely interested in the knowledge download there. Yeah, trolls are mean. And all right, okay, is that what? But Shrek's a troll, and Shrek's not. Well, Shrek's grumpy, but he's not mean. Yeah, think of Shrek. Also, actually, do think of Shrek. Shrek plushies make me good money. Just sold Donkey today. Cost me £1.99. Sold him for £13.99. Very happy with that, especially given that I am terrible at sliding plushies normally. I don't know if it's the pictures I take, but unless it's a Kevin the Carrot, it doesn't seem to sell particularly well. I've got I've got this guy who is tagged, and okay, he's not. I don't think he's not a Disney Store official, but he does have his holograms on because he's Shrek's an ogre. Well, what's the difference between a troll and an ogre then? Are they not? Surely clearly I've not had the childhood I should have had, because when I was a kid, it was all Jurassic Park and Power Rangers, and the greatest films I watched were like Star Wars and the Goonies and I want to say other things. Jurassic Park, that was it. But yeah, there was none of this Shrek business. If you wanted an animation, you was watching some Disney thing with Mickey Mouse in, not DreamWorks. Ogre don't live under bridges. That could explain why Shrek doesn't live under a bridge, instead lives in some kind of really squashed treehouse. I'm starting to get with the kids now of the early 2000s. I actually saw Shrek 2 in the cinema with two other fellow adult men. I don't know what that says about us, really. And apparently, according to Shrek, like onions, they have like... Oh, God, that's a terrible joke. That's a terrible... Onion... I'm impressed I actually got that joke, though. I think somebody must have told it to me before. Anyway, yeah, Chef Eeyore, right? It's got tags on. I've reduced them to £9.99 including shipping. Gorgeous. Not selling. Other people, £12, £13, not a problem. I've literally just copied the wording from their titles and put it in mine. Still not selling, so yeah. Cheers, Chef Eeyore. You're doing nothing for me. While you're on the phone, whatever you are on my phone. Has anyone got any tips for? I've got a plush here. It's got a tag on, so I can't I don't think I can put this in the washing machine, because if I do, it needs cleaning because dirty. It's a nice little My Little Pony one. It's a decent vintage, but I don't want to. Oh, good. Yeah, Disney Point groups on Facebook. Yeah, you're right. You're right. £25 billion. I'll put them up for there and there. No, I'll put them on for offers. I'll do that later. Um. Anyway, yeah. So, does anyone have any tips for cleaning this plush without damaging that tag? Because if I put them in the microwave, not in the microwave. Where am I coming from? Baby wipes. Good. Do you know I've got loads of baby wipes as well? I live. There's an Aldi just literally just down from my house. I bought this house because there's a Morrison's and an Aldi a 2 minutes walk away, and I've got a steam cleaner as well. Yeah, I've got the tools, just not the knowledge. Now I've got the knowledge and the tools. Yeah, I bought this house because literally like there's an Aldi like 2 minutes down there, and I'm that lazy that if I need something, I can just walk to Aldi, and Aldi is the monumental supermarket of choice. I so tried to get an affiliate deal with them. I get hundreds of views, hundreds of readers a week. I could make Aldi at least 50p, but no, they don't affiliate with money bloggers like me, unfortunately. Um, yeah, yeah. Has Aldi reached? You, Archie, I've got a question for you, South London reseller. Given what I assume is you buy a soft suede brush to use on plush toys first in case it's dusty. I don't know what a soft suede brush is. That sort of thing. Is that something I can pick up in the shoe shop? Um, the soft suede brush. Oh well, what am I talking about? I just go on eBay. I just buy one from China. The Chinese people with their shoe repair shops, excellent. The Chinese people with their 1p shipping, you know, I love them. I buy from them all the time. I don't mind waiting for the container ship to come along. No problem with that at all. I do mind people who sell on eBay and claim they're UK based sellers, and then it takes like hang on, your dispatch time's 4 weeks, and you're speaking to me in what I can only assume is Google Translate language. But yeah, I don't mind the genuine Chinese sellers who are on there selling their stuff. Some suede brushes are soft, some are wires to get the soft bristle one. Yeah, good tip, thank you. Yeah, I will do. I will go on the eBay and do that afterwards, because working all this week. So yeah, I'll put an order in with the Chinese on eBay. Or possibly Amazon, because I've got some Amazon vouchers, so maybe one of the Chinese sellers on Amazon might give it for me again for the crazy 1p shipping. By the way, how does Music Magpie manage to ship stuff so cheap as well? Because literally, I weigh DVDs and games and whatever that I sell. It's the same stuff as they've got. I put it on a weighing machine, which is it's a really good top quality weighing scales, not machine. Really good top quality one. Put it on there. It costs, and it's like, oh, that's over 100 grams, and I'm like, so the shipping on that's going to be £1.26. Yeah, Music Magpie, well, the books or whatever, 79p shipping. Are they just scamming Royal Mail, or are they shipping that much that they've got some kind of deal with Royal Mail going on? I don't know. Just one of the many thoughts that randomly goes on in my head. Anyway, I oh yeah, I wanted to ask South London reseller a question. I buy a lot of stuff from, yeah, I think they must do South London reseller. 15 kilogram of Amazon. Yeah, Amazon have a deal with UPS. I know that they have a, so when you're sending stuff in, they bring so much money into UPS that UPS is just happy to give them rock bottom prices. And to be fair to UPS, I do find them to be quite a good courier. They are much better than my unhappiness, as I call my Hermes. You know, I ship, if I've got anything expensive, I'll ship it with UPS. as opposed to my Hermes, and touch wood so far, never had a problem with UPS. But yeah, Amazon has just got a great deal in place. Anyway, South London reseller. Sorry, I had a question for you. I keep getting distracted. I buy a lot of stuff from Home Bargains on Retail Arbitrage, and every buyer that buys it is based in London. So I'm wondering, do they not have Home Bargains down in London? Has it not reached the M25 corridor yet? Because I've never seen. I must admit, I mean, I work in London quite a lot, and I've never seen one there. So I'm wondering if the people of Central London are deprived and missing out on their Home Bargains. You know, if they are, fantastic, because I'll keep on sourcing from Home Bargains and keep on shipping people of London vitamins and diet supplements and Pokemons. You got a South. You've ruined it for me now, South London reseller. You've ruined it. The Home Bargains just down the road from you. Are you inside the M25 corridor as well? Never mind. I'm going to stop sourcing from Home Bargains, I think, because although I get decent sort of profit on it, it can take the sell-through rate can take it can take 1 or 2 cycles, and I've paid up on stuff, so it's a lot of money to sit there in stock. Yes, when it sells, great. Then I can go and buy some more, replenish the stock. But I could spend, say 50 quid in Home Bargains, and I'll see 50 quid back. Or I could spend 50 quid at the car boot and see 100 or 150 back. So once car boot season starts, I will be sort of stopping the Retail Arbitrage temporarily until the summer sales are on, and I will be focusing on the whatever I want to say, the car boots, and still the charity shops. I don't do any RA anymore because of FBA storage fees. Well, I've heard that the storage fees are changing for the next financial year at Amazon. Certainly, I've heard they're getting rid of the long-term ones. I don't know if they're bringing their short-term ones down. I know there's a bit of a sort of competitive rivalry, price war, whatever it is. The term is going on between eBay and Amazon at the minute, which is obviously why eBay are now doing. If you're a private seller, you can get 1,000,001 free listings a day. That may or may not be an exaggeration. I'm not bitter about that. I've got a problem with that. I'm happy to be a business seller, because to me, being a business seller offers that sort of level of professional reassurance to my buyers. That so I think it's a good thing, really. But yeah, I'm wondering if Amazon, eBay are doing that so they can get more people selling on their platform as opposed to selling on the Amazon marketplace. Yes, I thought you would be South London reseller. Anyway, I am rambling and going off on random tangents, which is to be expected. So I think we will probably draw the live to a close. I've also not had a chance to eat my dinner yet, or even buy my dinner, so I'm going to do a quick pop to Aldi. Also, another good tip, which I might mention on my last live, is the Aldi's actually quite good for Retail Arbitrage. The special buys that they have in there, the stuff that doesn't sell, they'll knock down, and they're quite happy to sell stuff that they would have been selling for £8.99 for £1, or even less sometimes. If they've got a large quantity of it that hasn't sold, the only problem is that if they'll knock it down, but it's knocked down to that sort of really low price for a 24-hour period. After that, they send it back to their supplier or their main place, or to destroy it or whatever. Because I fell foul of this last week. There were books that were going for 19p that had been £9.99 each. So I bought a load of them, but I didn't want to buy too many, because I was conscious of the fact that every time I buy like loads of stuff, they start asking me questions and it gets a bit awkward at the till. So I bought as many as I could that looked like it was for personal use, if that makes sense. And I thought, oh, I'll go back the next day and buy a load more. Went back the next day, and slightly dodgy business practice, I'd carefully hidden a few, shall we say. So I picked up those ones that I had hidden away, went to the till to pay for them, and the manager comes over and says, I'm sorry, we can't sell them, they've been withdrawn from sale now. So if you see something that's dirt cheap there, buy it as soon as you see it. Don't hang about, because you'll miss out. Just to go back to your question that came up, Adrian, I did see it. I have no idea at all. I know that private sellers can have shops, so I don't know how it works, because I've never. I have been a private seller on eBay, but it was years ago. No worries. Thank you, Becca. Thank you, no problem. By the way, Becca has got a channel now, and that you can subscribe to. You can click on her name. 3 dots should appear by her name if you're watching YouTube on your computer. Obviously, if you're on your TV, you've got no chance. But click on 3 dots by her name, and that'll come up with, and you can subscribe to her channel. I have a few other people you see that you might see as well that sort of comment or get involved in my stuff regularly. Chris B has also got a YouTube channel. He's more into sort of his retro gaming and stuff like that. But if you do pick up those kind of things, he's got a great YouTube channel for you to subscribe to. And he's a really nice chap as well. Mr. Diggs Deals, Adrian, who's on this chat, has also got a good channel. He started doing as well, which I really enjoyed, by the way, Adrian. I caught your sort of vlog the other day, and he started doing vlogs sort of about his daily life, and actually I quite like that, because that sort of, I don't know, it makes things seem and feel sort of more real. Hi Techspert, welcome back. I've been rambling for 47 minutes now, which is a personal record for me. But yeah, anyway, as I say, Mr. Diggs Deals, good channel to subscribe to. South London Reseller has got, yeah, I don't know if it's me. I went on your YouTube channel the other day, South London Reseller, but it was only bringing up content that was sort of from 10 months ago. Is that me? Because I've got to be honest, I am useless when it comes to YouTube. And so, like, you know, I'll go on people's channels, and if you've not uploaded for a week or so, then the homepage it brings you to is blank. Sorry, and you have to click on videos to get into the actual videos, and yeah, and then it brings up the videos. But I didn't realise that, so I'm looking at people and I'm thinking, these guys have. Cheers, Kirsty. I'll speak to you in a bit, and yeah. And I've been looking at these things, and I've been like, hang on a second, why has this person got, like, you know, 1,500 subscribers and they've got no videos? And it's only because I then clicked on the video link, you know, by mistake, that I've realised, oh, actually they have got videos, they're just not done any for a week or two. Anyway, enough of me rambling. I've really enjoyed this. Do subscribe. Give Sue's Pile of Shame a subscribe as well, because Sue, although she's not got any videos at the moment, hopefully Sue will be returning soon to YouTube, and she makes some cracking videos. Really, sometimes they have me in stitches, and you know, so yeah, do hopefully Sue comes back and you subscribe to her, you get that alert, then you will be able to see any new content that Sue puts out. Yeah, it's not a massive haul, Sue, but I like it. I've been following retro reselling, and why have I forgotten his name? George Ross. Sorry, George, who's another subscriber. I've been following George's channel, George has just joined YouTube, and the one sort of piece of advice that I've taken away from watching George's channel is he says, and he hammers it home, he repeats it, you know, on most of his videos, is don't be afraid to pay up for stuff. So I've been doing that recently. I've sort of, you know, been spending, whereas before I'd always had a policy of only spending £1 or £2 on stuff. Now I'm spending 10, 15, £20 on items, and the profit I'm getting is sort of 30, £40 sometimes. So it's a really good piece of advice. So don't be afraid to take a punt on something, pay up on it, because the return on investment, you see, the profit that you actually get, is brilliant. I picked up a I've told Adrian about this earlier. I picked up a Kodak camera and camera dock. The camera and camera dock, great condition, but the box they're in was dead tatty. Cost £5. Listed it on eBay on Friday. Sold it on, tested it before I listed it, gave it a clean. It was just dusty. Gave it a clean, tested it, listed it, and sold it on Sunday for £48. Now, I would never have had the confidence to pick up that item and package it and send it without having followed George Ross's channel and getting that advice. So there's a shout out for you. Another YouTuber, good YouTuber to watch, is Corey Barlow. His channel is, I really need to get a memory, don't I? Corey runs the Profit from Pounds group, and his YouTube channel is what somebody is going to tell me now in the chat, aren't you? Come on. Power reselling, that's it. Power reselling. Another good guy to follow. Anyway, I think I've shouted out, given enough shout outs and whatnot there. Thank you all for joining in. Thanks for participating in the chat. It's been good to chat with you all. These lives will be, yeah, saw it, Adrian, yeah, saw it in the chat, your Canon printer. I think that a really good pickup there. I'm meaning to say to you, something I've done is I've picked up, you know, those, I call them packing pellets, the little polystyrene sort of foam sort of pellets that you can buy. I picked up a massive load of those from the eBay. I sell on it. I can't even remember the name of it. I picked up a massive load of those packing pellets from eBay, and what I'm doing is something like that printed dock you got there. I'm putting it in a bigger box, and I'm filling the void with those packing pellets, and I'm shoving them inside the box of I follow Karen Sells Clothes. We'll come to that, don't worry. And I'm packing the original box for the printer dock or whatever it is with those packing pellets, and then all around the outside as well, so that it's really cushioned and protected. And then putting it in, as I say, putting it in a bigger box, so it's got that sort of almost sort of triple or quadruple layer of protection, and it's working well. I also bubble wrap around everything as well, just to protect it, and I use UPS to ship it, and I think that certainly it helps, makes it look a bit more professional when it goes across to the buyer, protects it when it's in transit as well, so it stops those returns, because electricals, I don't think most couriers cover for damage if they get damaged in transit. So that might help out, Adrian, if you need some packaging ideas with that sort of dock. And I know, again, George did some stuff around how he does packaging, and he always scares me, because he's got like these I'll pick up a video player or whatever it is, and he just twirls it around in his hands, and I'm like, he's going to drop it. But yeah, if you like selling clothes, Karen Sells Clothes on YouTube, another great YouTuber to watch. She's very close to 1,000 subscribers now. 1,000 subscribers is the magic number for monetization on YouTube, which means that those of us who make content Yeah, thanks. Right, okay. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a spanner. Right, definitely getting a spanner. You, Trump, my love. Right, leave the chat now. Two ka-chings. I'd love to stay on longer, Sue, but I'm on 10% battery. The YouTube kills the phone battery. When I move to my new professional location, the ground floor, I will actually and have my, or when I get my camera for the laptop, but I've got to find a way to override the camcorder and I need to speak to the Car Boot Bible guys about how I do a live broadcast on there because they had some difficulties. Oh, yeah, I'm on the phone. I don't get the free. I don't know if I get the three dots. Uh, yeah, no, I could remove users, which is what I have done with Trump My Love. But I can't add a spanner at the minute. You've changed your avatar, South London reseller. Okay, phone. Stop flashing up. YouTube is flashing low battery at me. And yes, thank you, Kerry Ann. Charges are indeed. Sorry, the reason my finger is going towards the screen all the time is because I am reading the chat on the screen. So apologies if that freaks you out with the hand coming towards you. Woo! Look at that. Okay, stop it now. Yeah, so I need to learn how to do that on the phone. Is it not? It's honestly, South London reseller. It's changed on my phone. It's maybe it's me, but you had a different like icon before. Who's Rubber Duck? I just seen. Thanks. Yeah, Donna the Brummie's good as well, Sue. Yeah, I like Donna the Brummie. I occasionally have a bit of correspondence with her. She's on a chat as well. We have a little bit of banter there. She bought some printer cartridges that are expired. So I sell expired printer cartridges all the time. Yeah, no, you're quite right. South London reseller. I can. Unfortunately, I can't do it on the phone. There is no three dots on the phone for me to go on, which is, it's going to have to wait until we get the more professional setup on the laptop with the Logitech webcam. That I did. This annoys me as well. I did buy the proper webcam to go on the laptop because I was going to do lives a while ago. So it's the one to use, recommended. I have a lot of vlogger friends who I met through the blogging work that I do, running the Money Mental website, and it's the one that they use, and they swear by it. Well, I got it on an eBay snipe for £30. It's now in 90, and of course the chat messages was me, to say, I'm really sorry, my wife has already sold this privately. Yeah. Well, what happens? A week later, it appears back on eBay, same seller, higher price. I hate that. I recognise that we all want to try and make money. That's why we do eBay, etc. But if you've got a deal with somebody, honour the deal. I sell stuff on auction. I've sold stuff that's worth £150 on auction before for £20. Yeah, they're not allowed to do it, but they do it. Unfortunately, South London reseller. Yeah, there's been a conversation in the chat about that today, which is yes, yeah, Mr. Textbert got himself in trouble as well on that conversation, but we won't say. We won't mention that. I tried to gently point out we're calling you naughty, but yeah. The problem is the canceller is buyer agreed cancellation. or buyer requested cancellation. So they don't get the defect mark. So when that happens to me now, I'm a cruel man. Yeah, too sensitive. Yeah, well, tell you what, I did get annoyed in that conversation. We will talk about that before he battery goes. Actually, um, not what you said, expert. I mean the conversation in general. The what was I going to say? I've lost me. I've lost my track again. It's because I had about 3 hours sleep last night because I was up writing the blog. Yeah, they cancel it as buyer requested cancellation, which I've not done. So don't get a ding. So then I'm just like, right, I'll give you a negative. I'll report you to eBay, and I phone up eBay as well. I don't mind. I'll wait an hour to speak. 10 minutes to speak to the Philippines or whatever. If I speak to Dublin, they're absolutely brilliant, and they'll send a warning to the buyer on it, or even ban seller, sorry, on it, or even ban them. And I do this now because I'm like Derek Paddler, another YouTuber. I just get fed up with it, and so I just report them now, and they get selling bans. If I speak to Dublin, if I speak to the Philippines, they might get an email. Yeah, the expert needs to do more YouTube videos. I've had a look. Yeah, you get more YouTube videos with tech expert. But yeah, I do that. Anyway, so to come to the conversation on the chat today, there was a lady there. To be honest, I think she was just venting a bit. She'd made the mistake of putting something up for auction, 99p start, lovely pair of Adidas trainers, and they'd only gone for £4.20 plus shipping, and they were £40. So she was just having a bit of a moan about it, and she jokingly said, well, I read it as a joke anyway, how do I get out of this? But I tell you what, some of the feedback that was coming back was people saying, oh, just pretend that you've sent the item to the buyer through Royal Mail, and when it doesn't turn up, just do a refund then, and that kind of thing. And I'm thinking, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. That's going to lead a disappointed buyer. That poor buyers, they're thinking, yeah, fair enough, they've got a bargain, but they've they're obviously sat there expecting to get this pair of trainers. It could be for their daughter, son, could be birthday present or whatever, and you've got unscrupulous people there who are refusing to honour the deal. And I'm not saying that this was what the lady who sold the trainers was going to do, at all, but this is what other people are recommending. And I get the feeling sometimes people make those recommendations because they're deliberately trying to sabotage other people's businesses, because the person who does that, they're going to get a defect if they took that approach, they're going to get an item not received defect. You get so many of those, you're going to lose your top seller status on eBay, your listings are going to fall down, and so on. So just a note of caution, certainly for any new resellers watching this, that the Tat Chat is a brilliant group full of great and lovely people, but do be sometimes careful about the advice that you get from other people on it. And if anyone's doing something, suggesting something to you that sounds slightly suspect or dodgy like that, do take that advice. Do check with other people. The guys here on the YouTube chat that you can see if you see the live replay, the people who run YouTube channels never give out that kind. They don't give out that kind of advice. They're genuine people, and they do look after you. So trust us YouTubers, which sounds like shameless self-promotion, but do sometimes be cautious with the advice you get from other people who are sort of hidden behind a keyboard and are not necessarily revealing who they are, because they could be trying to give give you deliberately harmful advice. Don't take that to heart, though. Don't assume everyone else is doing that. 99% of people aren't like that. But yeah, there were. I was staggered at how many people were giving out really, really awful advice to this poor lady. And, you know, thank heaven she didn't listen to it. But yeah, I was there. I think Graham was there as well. We were both sort of replying to every comment that was giving bad advice and really challenging people on that and saying, what on earth you're doing. Techspert made a daft comment. It's fully admitted to it, but that's just out of naivety. They learn from that now. That's no problem. You know, some people just make a mistake in their you know, and think things are okay. We'll share the knowledge where that's happening, but just be cautious of people who are potentially trying to harm other resellers. We've spoken to Nick Hills, who runs the chat about that. He's aware of the situation, and he does ban people when he sees that happening. But anyway, that's probably not the greatest thing to end on. But I'm down to 3% battery, so I am gonna have to end this live chat. I've really enjoyed this. I get dead anxious. I have anxiety. So you know, up until last week when Adrian actually, who's on the chat, encouraged me to do a live, I was I'd never have thought about it, you know. But Adrian giving that encouragement, ads resells, again, another YouTuber, did a live that I was on, and he was talking about his own anxiety, and I thought, you know what, these guys can do it, you know, surely I can. And I've enjoyed it. So thank you all for making it so enjoyable. And I'm going to end the chat there. Thank you, everyone. Great to speak to you all. And there will be another live next week. Don't know what day it's on because nature of my work. Thanks, Becca. Cheers. Thanks, guys. Nature of my work means that I'm away from home quite a lot. So I can't really schedule stuff. But I will do an announcement in the chat. So thanks, guys. See you all soon. And I know where the close button is now. Yes.